Hey folks, I want to discuss with you my new program called Olympic and Powerlifting. This program is for those looking to learn and or develop skill and strength with powerlifting and Olympic lifting. This program is scalable for those who are new to lifting, but also for more advanced and experienced lifters. For very beginners, the learning curve may frankly be steep. And I would really recommend working in person with a qualified coach. However, if I do a good enough job breaking down these exercises and explaining this program, I hope this can at least be a strong starting point. For those of you who have done some lifting, I hope this program will give you some structure and a guideline for how to progress. For more experienced lifters who may have followed and completed one or more programs, I hope you will give this program a try and that you'll find it effective in building a base of strength, then adding skill and complexity as you go, resulting in bigger and better lifts. For those of you who don't know what powerlifting and Olympic lifting is, let's begin with the clarification. Powerlifting includes 3 lifts: the back squat, bench press, and deadlift. It's pretty easy to scale these movements down for nearly anyone. At the same time, you could spend a lifetime trying to master these lifts. Now, Olympic lifting includes 2 lifts: the clean and jerk and the snatch. These movements are not as easy to scale down. Completing a proper clean and jerk or a snatch, it requires great skill, coordination, and mobility. Still, I'm going to hope to show you where to start and how and when to progress. For more experienced lifters, I hope this instruction reinforces good habits and sets you up for progress with smart and calculated programming. And both of these disciplines, in and of themselves, can make up a full body coordination, core, balance, and strengthening exercise regimen. Together, I believe the 2 disciplines complement each other extremely well. In addition to the lifts, this program also includes additional flexibility, core, agility, and cardiovascular exercises that will complement the lifts and also make this program a well-rounded general fitness routine. This program is broken down into 4 phases. In the first phase, you will begin with very basic versions of the lifts at a lower intensity, yet at a higher volume, which will allow you to get a lot of very high-quality reps in the beginning. And what I mean by high quality is where you're able to maintain proper posture and body positioning while doing the movement. The following phases add intensity and complexity. At the end of the 4th phase, you will test 1 rep max for all of the 5 lifts. As it is written, each phase is comprised of 4 routines. You will cycle through each routine in each phase for 6 cycles. How long it takes to complete this program is up to you. You may do 1 cycle per week, so that would be 4 workouts per week, and each phase would last 6 weeks. And if you went straight through, the whole program would last 24 weeks. However, you may want to add rest weeks, and you may not be able to do all 4 sessions in a week, which is perfectly okay. You may even want to do more or less cycles in each phase. And I would actually recommend cycling through a phase until you are able to complete each of the lifts with proficiency. And by proficiency, I mean that you're able to do the movements through a full range of motion, under control, pain-free. Now let's discuss how a workout will flow. You may not be able to read this too well here, but if you have a sheet look at the sheet here. I'm going to go over this. So each workout will have several warm-up / cool-down exercises. These routines can be completed once before the workout and once after the workout. These will include using the foam roller for massage and to help recovery. It also includes dynamic stretches, which are generally held in this program for 15 seconds each. And others are core, balance, and plyometric exercises. The second part is the strength exercises. Here is where you will do your Olympic and power lifts. You will also do complementary strength exercises in this period. Each day will be full body. Exercises are ordered and paired in a calculated manner, with more explosive exercises first and followed by more isolated exercises. A number of sets and reps are prescribed for each exercise. It is important to note that these are what are called the working sets. The working sets. You will do warm-up sets building up to your working sets. For instance, on the first week, you're meant to do front squats 3 times 10. Now, let's say you're just starting out, and you may want to use just a 45-pound bar to start. So in this case, you can jump right into your working sets. You don't need to necessarily do a warm-up set. But let's say down the road, a few months, you're building it up, and now you feel confident to be able to do 100 pounds for 3 sets of 10. In this case, you would, this is how I would warm up. I would start with the bar and do a five reps with just the bar. Then I'd maybe go up to 80 pounds, and I would do 5 reps with that. And then I would throw 100 pounds on and begin my working sets, my 3 sets of 10. You need to know what the goal of the warm-up sets is. It's to prepare you for your working sets. If you do too little or too much during the warm-up, that will be detrimental. So the warm-up is not too much, not too little. Okay, the third part of the workout is the cardio. And I recommend in this program, or I prescribe a different type of cardio for each day. I prescribe intervals where you will do bouts of 3 minutes or less of work with rest in between. I believe this interval approach will allow you to push harder and raise your metabolism higher in less time. The cardiovascular exercises that I chose were something that I think you would generally have in a fitness center. So it's the elliptical, the bike, the treadmill, or a track, and you can do that outside as well. And then a stair stepper. I put a stair stepper on there. Now, you can choose any cardiovascular exercise you want, really. If you have access to a pool, that's awesome. Airdyne bicycles, spinning class. You can just do a spinning class or throw something like that in there. But I did prescribe a little bit of work here just to ensure that you're, and I think this would be a great thing to follow. Okay, so next I want to note of the progression during the 6 weeks of each phase. The warm-up and cool-down exercises will mostly remain the same each week as far as sets and reps. But for the strength exercises, they'll change each week. And generally, cycle 1 or week 1 will start with more reps in each set, 3 sets of 10. And then it goes down each week, 3 sets of 8, 3 sets of 6, 3 sets of 4, 3 sets of 3, 3 sets of 2. So, and this is your goal here is to increase your weight 5 to 10% each week. So you need to be the thing that takes skill here is you need to know which weight to start with in order to be successful in having that increase of weight each week. So you can't be too much, and And really, I think if you did start with too little, that's better than starting with too much. But you kind of want to find that sweet spot, and that's how you're really going to make the progress on this. Okay, so then the complementary exercises the repetition schemes will mostly stay the same. And then the cardio intervals work like this. I go 3 times 3 minutes, 5 times 2 minutes, 7 times 1 minute. Then I go 3 times 3, 5 times 2, 7 times 1. I don't put a rest period on there, but I would rest at least 30 seconds, maybe up to a minute, maybe even 1-to-1 work to rest ratio. You can choose, but the idea is that you're doing these. You're getting a little bit of variation in how long you're doing it, but also notice that it's not continuous. It's no more than 3 minutes at a time, so you're going to be able to get your metabolism higher during that period of time, because you're going to be able to go at a higher pace, as opposed to if you did just 20 minutes straight. Think about what your pace would be. It wouldn't be that high. But in 3 minutes, you can challenge your pace and push it. And then it's 2 and 1 minutes. You can challenge it even. You can increase the intensity with the 1 minute periods compared to the 3 minute periods. Okay, so I will be talking more about what proper range of motion is and how to control each exercise in the videos to follow. But do take special attention to learning how to properly perform these exercises. Take the necessary steps to improve your mobility and workout imbalances so you can properly perform these moves before adding weight. Stay with just the bar for as long as you need. It's pointless to have an ego with this, because you will be much more successful by being smart and taking your time. If you have any questions about this, please contact me. Hopefully I can help you find maybe some targeted exercises to address any mobility issues that you may be having that are limiting your progress. Most commonly, anything overhead. We're going to have to get back. We have to be here before we really start loading these exercises. And that might by itself take a year, but we got to do it. We're going to do it. Other than that, I really hope to get as many people as possible to try this routine. I'm hoping if you're watching to this point that you will be motivated to go for it. So stay tuned, because I'm going to be posting exercise video demonstrations to follow. And thank you for watching.